What's going on, guys? Attorney Griggs, a justice fighter, and it's time. Today I got a chance to be a part of the funeral for our dear brother Rashard Brooks. I was present, and it was a powerful event. And I think that it made me again refocus and recenter myself on what justice looks like. And we have to remember in Georgia that we have so many other families that are hurting and that are in pain, similar to Mr. Brooks's family, of course, similar to Jimmy Atchison's family, Veltavius Griggs' family, Oscar Kane Rogers, Charlie Tilson, and just so many others. And so we need to have a march. And we need to have a march that's different from any of the other marches we've done before. And so I was with my brother Marcus Coleman a couple of days ago, and we marched down Old National. And I had a thought: why don't we march through the heart of Southwest Atlanta? And so that's what we're calling. We're calling for a march through Southwest Atlanta, starting at the C.T. Martin Recreational Center. And I need your help. All of these marches have always been based on the call from the community and planned by the community. And this one's no different. So I'm calling on your assistance to do a few things. One, to help publicize the march, but two, to be present and make sure it's successful for these families. Because even before Rayshard Brooks' killing during the call for George Floyd, I heard from many of the families, many of the mothers, many of the fathers who have lost loved ones here in Georgia, whose names did not get big hashtags and didn't get the same push. And as we're seeking justice, we can't forget about those who lost loved ones in 2004, 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010, 2020, 2015. And so there's so many names. I mean, I know a lot of them, but I don't know all of them. And so we have to make sure we give space and a platform for all of those individuals who have lost loved ones to be able to speak their names and say their names, whether that's Alexia Christian or Corey Ward, of course, Jimmy Atchison and Deatrick Griffin, and just so many others that you don't know. Ahmaud Arbery, of course, here in Georgia, but we need to have a space and a time for us to come around these issues. So I'm asking you to do me a favor. I'm going to put the flyer in the comments, but we need to raise a big march. And the only way we want to do that is by making social media work for the assistance of these families. Trust me, you're going to hear from families if you come to the march that you've never heard these stories before. I met a young lady on Sunday whose son was Jarvis Likes, who was killed by Georgia State Patrol in 2017. And I knew of the case, but I didn't know the case. And so I think, having now eulogized and placed Mr. Brooks in the ground with his family, I think we have to give space to all these families. And of course, we're inviting Rayshard's family to come. We're inviting Ahmaud's family to come. We're inviting all the families to come. And if you know of a family that we don't, we would invite them to come as well at 1 o'clock, the C.T. Martin Recreation Center. And that is located at, let me get the flyer. And again, I will put the flyer in the comment section, but I need your help. This is bigger than any one of us. This is about elevating these families. So it'll be at 3201 Martin Luther King Jr. Drive, Southwest Atlanta, 30311. And it will be June the 27th at 1 o'clock. We have buy-in by many individuals already, but if you want to provide assistance, we would gladly need that. We're going to need marshals. We're going to need water stations. I think we already have a PA system, and I'm working on getting a mobile sound system from our dear brothers and sisters from the Caribbean, that sound truck you guys saw earlier this week. But we need assistance. It's going to be potentially a long march, and we need assistance to make sure this happens for these families. Again, a lot of these families have not received justice. Many have been waiting years and years and years, and they need the platform. So again, we're calling on a march. It's going to be Saturday. It will be at 1 o'clock. Thanks, City. City saying he's dropping off the water. You're going to assist with us dropping off water. But we need more of you. We're calling on all of the activists, all of you, to come on out, to be a part of this. Many, many, many of the families will be there, and we're calling on all the families that we don't know to be there. So if you know of a family that has been the victim of police brutality, we're asking you to share this video with them and asking them to come out to the C.T. Martin natatorium, the recreational center. We're asking for space for them to speak. Yeah, Jason, you can drop things off. You can drop them off at my office, and I'll DM you my address and information. But most importantly, you can drop things off the day of, whether that's water, whatever supplies we need. And we just need to assist, because I think it's time for the community to come together. We can solve this problem of law enforcement. We've seen it today with the passage of the hate crime legislation by the House and the Senate, and now it goes to the governor's desk. So for the people that say protest doesn't work, perfect example is Ahmaud Arbery's case, where protest worked, and it worked to get a law changed. But we need more laws changed. We need more individuals held accountable, and we need these families made whole, and we need to fix our issues that we have in American policing, starting here in the birthplace of civil rights, which is Atlanta. Dr. King gave an impassioned speech earlier today at Rayshard's memorial service, and so did Pastor Warnock, talking about systemic racism and how we break these things down. And it's going to take us coming together. It's going to take us applying pressure. It's going to take us doing the three things that Dr. King always said we needed to do. That's agitation, legislation, and litigation. And this is an opportunity for the entire community to come together for this march. Again, it will be Saturday, June the 27th at 1 o'clock at the C.T. Martin Recreational Center. I'm hearing that former Councilman Martin will be present. I'm also hearing that other council people will be present, like Antonio Brown and Andrea Boone, and a lot of the others are coming. They want to hear directly from the people. They want to hear what the people suggestions are, and they're listening about new legislation and about changes. So this is our opportunity to elevate our voices and bring our grievances directly to our elected officials, but to be one in community in solving this problem. So again, this is the People's March. So tag families that you know that would want to participate in this. Make sure you bring your posters and your signs. We want the drums to come. I'm going to reach out to the marching band. You guys didn't get a chance to see that. The marching band, hopefully they'll be there. But most importantly, we want you guys to be there so we can show love to these families, and they can know that we are one community that's focused on justice. Because true peace is not the absence of true peace is not the absence of tension, but it's the presence of justice. And it's our time. It's time for this generation to step up and to earn the respect of our ancestors and to earn the future respect of the generations to come. This is our time. So please be there. Please share it. I'll put the address and the flyer in the comments. Please share. And let's make this huge. Let's make it big. I love you guys. I'm the Justice Fighter. I will continue to bring you this information, and I will see you as we continue to promote. And of course, I will see you on Saturday.